Hello, my friends. Today we're going to take a deep dive into 2020 Topps Update. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. We're going to do the value series first and the production video next. The value series is going to tell you what format you should buy for the best bang for your buck. The production series, we're going to find out how much of this stuff they made and compare it to past releases. Did they make more Topps Update than 2020 Topps Series 2? Did they make more 2020 Topps Update than they made 2019 Update? I'm going to dive into all the numbers and I'm going to share it with you. If you're ready, then I'm ready. Let's go! All right, here we have it. Starting up at the top. If you're new, here's how we do it. Up top, it shows what format it is. Jumbo, Hobby, Blaster, and Hanger Box. I didn't use the fat packs because I couldn't find any in the wild. But the hanger packs and the fat packs and the hanger box always hold about the exact same value. The next column is the price per. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky. For the jumbos, I put 180. Actually, as of recording this on November 13th, the jumbo boxes are about $200 to $225, depending. If you get it at a hobby store, you might be able to find it for a little bit cheaper. I've heard reports of about $165, but we're using the 200 number, and I have to assign a value to the silver packs. So that's why I'm using the $180 number, because it's about $10 per silver pack. The best way to do it is to just subtract that number from the price per box. We've got 80 for a hobby. As of this time, it's about 90 for a hobby, so we subtract $10 for that silver pack. The blaster, I put 18 because the blasters are usually $20, and I put a $2 value on that commemorative coin. You can argue about that, whether it's worth $1, $3. Some of them are worth more, some are worth less, but we're going to put $2 as a value. That brings us down to $18 for the blaster. And the hanger box, I put $11. They're a little bit more if you get them at Meijer. About 10% more. It's about $11.50 at Meijer. They could be a little bit less if you get them at Walmart. We're going to use $11 as that number. The next column is the cards per, and we need to know how many cards per box, per format, to determine the dollar per card. So for jumbo, you get 460 of them. In a box, they're 39 cents a card. I tried to color code all of this so it makes it look a little bit easier on your eyes, so you could just really quickly find out what the best value is. And if we go all the way over here to the right, the hanger box is 16 cents per card. That is the best value. Go all the way over, and there's a discount percentage. What this is it's a discount on the jumbo. So 39 cents per card via jumbo, it's 59% off if you buy a hanger box. Let's go down a little bit more. How many packs? We need to know how many packs there are because we figure out the price per pack. And this is key in determining the value. Let's go all the way down. Rainbow foil. Okay, now we can get into the good stuff. So a rainbow foil card is 1 out of 2 hanger boxes. It's 1 out of 2 jumbo packs, 1 out of 10 hobby packs, and 1 out of 10 blaster packs. You'll see that this $22 per number is the best value. Go all the way over to the jumbo, which is the worst value. It's $36 you'll have to spend on packs to pull a rainbow foil. That's a 39% discount between the jumbo pack and the hanger pack, the hanger box pack. We can go down the golds, and the golds this year seemed like a more difficult pull. It seemed like it was a lot harder to pull a gold, and I didn't know if that was just me or if that was a trend. So let's look at it. $44 to pull yourself a gold in a hanger box. $41 in a blaster. Now this is the one column, this is the one item that is actually the best value out of a blaster box. The gold parallels cost you about $41 versus $44 and $53 in a hobby and $90 in a jumbo. So you only get about 2 golds per jumbo box. And you'll have to spend about $90 to get yourself a gold. Let's go down to the advanced stats. These aren't as collectible, but you can see that the trend holds true. Now, vintage stock is collectible. Independence Day as well. These are very collectible. And you'll see that's 1 in 67 hanger boxes, 1 in 97 jumbo packs. So $1,700 to pull yourself a vintage stock versus $737. It's a 58% discount. I'm going to scroll down just a little bit so you can see the rest of these numbers, and they all hold about the same discount, 58%. So between a jumbo and a hanger. So we can kind of see the trend here, and it is the best value is out of a hanger box. Now, I didn't include everything. What I did was I used mostly SPs and variations and parallels, things like that, because in my opinion, the autographs aren't a huge draw in this format. Typically out of a flagship release, you're looking for these parallels of the big rookie cards. Now, the rookie cards are classic and iconic, and people kind of consider a true rookie out of a flagship product, either a regular Topps or a Topps Chrome, something like that. So the variations and the parallels are highly collectible, highly desirable, and same with the SPs. That's why I included all of this, and I didn't include any of the subset cards or any of the autographs or memorabilia cards in here. It's just a ton of work, and all the results are pretty much the same. Obviously, out of a jumbo box, if you're going to buy a jumbo box, you're doing it because you get the silver packs, which have good rookie autos that you can get, and you're doing it because you get the guaranteed hits, 1 auto and 2 memorabilia cards per jumbo box. Now, it appears to me, and in my opinion, the hobby box is not the way you want to go for this release, because from the rumors I've heard, the autographs are falling at a rate of about 1 per case. Typically in years past, it's been 2 per case. So, and the autos aren't that good anyway. So I think, and the relics definitely aren't as collectible. So I think the way to go this year for this release is retail. And I've said that in the past. A lot of people say that retail is not the way to go. I disagree. And if you really want to pull those parallels, and if you want to get yourself a Grisham and a Rosarina, those are the big rookies, but you can also do the same with the rookie debuts. It's got a pretty nice collection of rookie debuts. It doesn't have the Luis Robert rookie debut, but you can get all those parallels. And in the advanced stats, Independence Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, through the retail format at a much cheaper rate at a pretty significant discount. Now, the one reason or another reason why you would go the jumbo and hobby route is because you can get these black cards. These are low numbered to 69. You can only get them in the jumbo and the hobby format, and you can only get the clear cards in the hobby. So if you're a collector of the clear cards, there's still a reason to get a hobby box, especially if you can get it for a good price. We may see the price of this drop to like right now it's about $100, maybe $90. You could probably see it go down to $80, maybe even $75, because I think the cost on this stuff is around $65. So you won't see it super low unless people get desperate and just are trying to unload. But you'll see in the next video, the production video, that the numbers are very interesting, and that brings us to part 2 of the video, the production numbers. While we're at it here, guys, hook me up with a like and a subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you want to support what I do, if you want me to keep making videos like this, become a slammer. It's $5 a month. It's at my Patreon page, and it really helps support me, you guys. The link is in the description below. Also, slammers get the benefit of getting a notification, the first to get notified when I post a break, so that they can buy it up if they want to before anybody else. Moving on. Here we have it, part 2 of the video. This is 2020 Topps Update. We're talking about the production numbers. As you can see here, my boy, Trent Grisham, that's the SP. Love that card. I think Topps Update is a little bit better for me than it is for some people because I'm a big Grisham fan, and he's one of the big draws out of this product, him and a Rosarina. Surprise, surprise, and all the rookie debuts. But let's take a deep dive into these numbers, shall we? Hobby production, right off the bat. How do we figure out hobby production? Well, it's from the clear cards. The clear cards are only available in hobby boxes. It's a 100-card checklist. They're 1 out of 1,253 packs. They're numbered to 10. Now, 2020 Series 1 they were 1 out of 1,437. 2020 Series 2, they were 1 out of 1,235. So we can figure out how many hobby packs there are by multiplying these numbers together. We get 1,253,000 hobby packs. I'm going to round that number to 1,252,800 because that makes the math work out better. And these numbers are estimates because they hold some of these cards back so that for damage purposes, if someone gets a damaged card through the mail or something like that, you can send it back to Topps and they'll send you a new one sometimes. So it's kind of hard to figure out the exact production numbers, but we can get awfully close. That means 52,200 boxes, about 4,350 cases. That yields 17.5 million cards in hobby. Now for jumbo production, we can figure this out because the black cards numbered to 69 are only available in hobby and jumbo. So we can do a little deduction here. 24,150 of these black cards total. There are 1 in 113 packs out of hobby, 1 in 35 out of jumbo. Now 2020 Series 2, there were 1 out of 97 in hobby and 1 out of 30 in jumbo. So you can compare these numbers right here and that'll tell you how production went. Basically, there are 11,087 of these black cards in hobby. So we can do that because we know how many hobby boxes there are now, and we know the odds per pack to pull these. So we subtract 24,150. We subtract 11,000. So we subtract 11,087 from 24,150, and we get 13,063 that remain in the jumbos. And that means there are 457,205 jumbo packs. We're going to round that number to 456,000 because it makes the math nice and pretty. 45,600 jumbo boxes, 7,600 jumbo cases, 21 million cards out of jumbo. We can also figure out blasters because the blasters have the commemorative coin exclusive. And let's use the parallel out of 199. So we know how many of these there are, 9,950. They're 1 out of 27 boxes. 1 in 27 boxes, you'll pull a black parallel. That means 268,650 boxes, 1,880,000 packs roughly, and there are 40 boxes per case. So that's about 6,700 blaster cases, yielding 19.6 million cards just from blaster boxes. Let's settle things up a little bit. 2020 Series 1, 5,000 hobby cases. 2020 Series 1, 7,500 jumbo cases, 7,000 blaster cases. 2020 Series 2, there was about 15% less production. So there's 4,250 hobby cases. There was about 20% less production from Series 1 to Series 2, yielding 6,000 jumbo cases, and about 30% less production, yielding 5,000 blaster cases from Series 1. Let's see how updates stacked up against these other two. So with the 2020 update, it was about 3% more production than Series 2, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's assumed that Topps Update has less production normally than any of the other flagship releases. So we had a little bit more production in hobby cases alone, but then it really jumps up. 21% more production in jumbo cases, 7,600 jumbo cases, and about 25% more production versus Series 2, 25% more, 6,700 blaster cases. What does this mean? So, well, now we can at least figure out how many of a few unnumbered parallel/SPs they produced. The gold foils, this is how I figure it out. 456,000 packs divided by 2 because they're 1 out of every 2 packs. That gives us 228,000. We divide that by the 350 card checklist. We get 650. That means for each card in the 350 card checklist, there are 650 of them. Series 2 had 515 approximately of the gold cards, and Series 1 was the same as this, with 650 gold foil cards. Now, how can you use this knowledge to your advantage? Well, we know that there's 2,020 of the gold parallels for each player. Well, there's only 650, so there's about 3 times as many of the gold numbered cards than there are the gold foil cards. And typically they run about the same price. So I think I think there's some lost value in these gold cards. And if you have a choice between buying a gold numbered card and the gold foil card, well, there are less of these in production, so you may be able to get a pretty good deal. Let's go down to silver packs. How many silver packs did they make? Well, 52,200 boxes. 91,200 is the jumbo number because you had to multiply that by 2 because you get 2 silver packs per jumbo box. And you're at 143,400 packs. Well, that means there's 573,600 cards. So if you divide that by 50, because there's 50 cards in the checklist, you get 11,472. Well, there are parallels that we have to account for that are also in this number, and there are autographs. So if we do a little bit of rounding, I assume there's about 10,000 unique, 10,000 sets of this. So if you get yourself a Jordan rookie out of a silver pack, there's probably about 10,000 of those. So we can get a number, and it's a lower number, a much lower number than how many unique or how many individual cards, how many individual sets there are of the base. Let's look at SPs. I don't know exactly what this number is, but I can get a guess. And here's how it works. In the hobby, there are about 19,886. That's about 20,000. In the jumbo, there's about 22,800 SPs that you can pull out of there. The blasters, 29,850. It's about 30,000. Hangers, I had to guess. There's no way to know. I'm guessing 25,000. The number's right in line with the rest of this. That gives us about 100,000 SPs total in production. And it's a 50 card checklist, so there's probably about 2,000 of each SP. It's not a fact. It's not a guaranteed number. We're guessing, we're estimating, informed, educated guesses, but about 2,000. How about the SSPs? In hobby, there's about 1,000. Jumbo, 1,194. Blasters, 1,498. Hangers, 1,000 estimate. Remember, this is an estimated number, but that's pretty close. So that gets us to about 5,000. But here's the question. How many cards are in the checklist? We don't know exactly how many SSPs there are. I put 25 on there. That's a guess. Maybe there's 30, maybe there's 20, maybe there's 32. I don't know exactly, but judging by past releases, there's probably about 25 different SSPs. Well, that gives us 200 of each. So these are limited to a print run of about 200. I hope you can use this number to your advantage somehow, but there it is. Let's compare to past production. This is the fun part. I've been tabulating and keeping track of these numbers since 2018, so let's figure this out. I went back to 2018 Series 1. That's about 6,000 hobby cases. 2018 Series 2, 4,000 hobby cases. 2018 Update, 4,000 hobby cases. Now we get into 2019. So they went down. They decreased production in 2019. 4,250 hobby cases, 4,500 jumbo cases. This is the point where I started tabulating the jumbo cases too. So 2019 Series 2, they lowered production again, down to 3,000 hobby cases, 4,200 jumbo cases. So that, guys, Series 2, there's a reason why the Tatis rookies are so valuable. Not only the fact that he's the GOAT, he's the next Mike Trout. I called it a while ago. And people laughed at me when I said Tatis is the next Trout. We'll see what happens. His career is far from over. But 2019 Topps Update, 3,000 hobby cases, 3,000 jumbo cases. So they actually reduced production a little bit on the 2019 Update. 2020 Series 1, they started the presses. They went into high gear. 5,000 hobby cases, 7,500 jumbo cases. And if you remember, they did the million card rip party. People thought, oh my gosh, they're going to rip through a lot of this. The production, the amount, the supply and demand numbers are going to be skewed. There's going to be less supply, more demand. Well, 2020 Series 2, they reduced production from that number. So that's good. But 2020 Series 2 was not very good. It only had Luis Robert in it. 4,250 hobby cases, 6,000 jumbo cases. That gets us to today, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have it, 2020 Topps Update. Let's compare the numbers. 4,350 hobby cases, 7,600 jumbo cases. This is the most production that I've seen in my numbers. 7,600 jumbo cases, guys. They produced the crap out of this product. 4,300 hobby cases. That's a big number. The only thing close to that would be, in the 2020s, 5,000 for 2020 Series 1 and 5,000 for 4,250 for Series 2. They actually made 4,250 in 2019 Series 1 a horrible, atrocious product, in my opinion. So that's why you're seeing all these variety packs, like the repacks have 2019 Series 1. I predict in the future, the variety packs are going to have quite a bit of 2020 update. And guys, my final opinion on this product is it's not a very good product, but it's better than 2020 Series 2, I think. It's funner. It's more fun to open than 2020 Series 2. The actual cards in the set are funner to open. There's variety with the All-Star games from the past. There's at least a couple of rookies that you're looking for and all the rookie debuts. So in general, I would stick to the retail of this product if you can find it. Maybe jumbo, but I don't like hobby. I don't like hobby this year. So you're probably going to be able to get a pretty good deal on hobby boxes. And that's how supply and demand works. When there's tons of supply and very little demand, the price drops. So this stuff will probably be a good value to open. It might be something fun that you could, in the middle of winter or something, when you're looking for something to open, it might be good, but I would not buy cases of this product to hold on to as investment or cases to rip or anything like that. It's a good product to open for fun, but they produced way too much of this, guys. I don't think the value is going to be there very much for long term. And there are some cards that'll hold some value, but in general, I'm going to give a thumbs down to 2020 Topps update. I hope you guys appreciate this video. If you do, hook me up with a like and a subscribe. The link to become a slammer is in the description below. It helps me out tremendously. It helps me spend lots of time doing these videos for you. Thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you later.